Warning: the following contains opinions that you might not agree with. It may also contain too much positivity that you might not be able to handle, but in all seriousness, viewer discretion is advised for the following program. Hello and welcome back to the Admin Time podcast with your hosts, Jones Chua and So I'm A, and today we've got a very special guest, Adrienne. Welcome to the show, Adrienne.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure to have you on board as well. Yeah. So tell us, Adrienne, about more about yourself. And you're friends of Sam, right?
Yes, I am. We're friends from secondary school. Okay, about me. Currently, I'm still studying mass communication in RP. I do podcasting as well, but it mainly revolves around like my lifestyle and self-love, self-care, that kind of thing. But it's currently under construction right now, so I hope that everything gets better soon in my branding. But I'm really excited to be part of the Admin Time podcast. I think it's a really great opportunity. Yeah.
It's a good collaboration. And
Yes.
what's your podcast called?
It's called the AE Exclusive.
And the exclusive, the E, it's the first E is not present, right? As in X and then inclusive, right?
Yes, that's
Okay.
right. So A
So
and E is capitalized.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you and Sam were in the same secondary school, but just before this, he told me that you have never met face to face. Is that true?
Oh, yeah, we have not.
Never met.
Yeah, we've never met.
Then
Yeah.
how do you like keep in contact? How do
How
you know each
did
other?
we?
Everything like that.
Yeah, how do we know each other, Sam?
Oh, Sam.
Actually, have no
Sam, you got crush? Is it a crush? I don't blame you lah, but I want to know.
Well, what should I? uh, kind of processing of how we both met. I do sometimes like comment on her stories and stuff, and like I don't know, cause like I'm kind of like after secondary school I was kind of like spontaneous. Like I get to um like DM someone like who I've never met before, and I always do that, and it kind of like uh given me a lot of like confidence when I do that, because I don't have any like confidence whenever I talk to someone. And yeah, that was like the start of how I came to like chat with other people. And in this instance I've chatted with Asian, and that's how we both like get to like know each other by talking in the direct messages. Yeah.
Yeah, because the first time you mentioned Adrienne was during our
Yeah.
NS when we told us about her podcast and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
first time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
And Adrienne, do you have a boyfriend?
I do, yeah.
All right,
We
perfect.
just, yeah,
How's
just
it going?
started a few months ago. It's
Okay.
okay. We just started a few months ago.
Mm. Oh, see, okay,
Congratulations.
our male listeners, I don't think you hear my voice and voice. You're
Yeah.
like boring. Then suddenly hear girl voice. You're like, ah, got girl, huh? Yeah, don't play. Don't play. I got boyfriend already. Alright. So let's go straight to the questions. First question, open to the floor.
Wait first. Jules, you
What
have
am I
boyfriend,
missing? I don't have like I don't have what. Actually, you don't know. No, you if you
No.
don't know, you don't know, cause I also not open. I not public. I know
Not
social
public
media.
yet. Private,
I private.
private
I
yet.
unlisted. I unlisted.
Like,
Do you okay? Never mind. Okay, we'll ask you that. Okay, first question. Open to the floor. What are the green flags you look for in your significant other? Who want to start first?
Adrian, the
The
special
Mm.
guest.
guest.
The guest. Okay.
The
Yeah,
guest list.
makes sense. The guest start
Okay.
first.
Okay, green flags. Okay, for me, it would be the maturity. I
Mm.
think that's in terms of like beyond the bare minimum that a partner should, have. I think the maturity is one thing that I value a lot, because it's very difficult, I feel, when you're with a partner and then they're not yet like mature, and it's so hard to connect with them emotionally, mentally, and when you're at that stage, it's like just difficult to bond, I feel.
But maturity in
Yeah.
the sense where you would have open, honest communication. Would you say that?
Yeah, open conversation. I guess in terms of goals as well, you guys sort of have that drive to achieve and just working towards that together. Yeah.
Because you wouldn't want sort of you don't want the guy to be sort of lower than you. I mean, to put it bluntly, you want both to have to achieve the same things. You want to grow together, and then if you have like a counterpart where that sort of like slows you down, then I don't think you would want that, right? You want to
Yeah.
grow, yeah.
Yeah. That's true. What about you guys?
Sam,
Jones, what?
I cannot say, bro. I don't have a girlfriend. Never had one.
Really?
Yeah, I'm serious. Okay, if you
I
count,
find that very hard to believe.
bro, no. Hey, I 100% truth one. Okay, if you count like puppy love secondary school or like 10 years ago, then okay lah, maybe lah. But if you talk about actual dating, then no. Yeah.
But
Don't be surprised.
how's your like relationships with like girls in general? Like, how would like okay, well, what are the green flags you would like seek out for like in a girl? Like let's say you're looking for some. Well, what are the green flags that you look out
For me or Adrian? Or for
for
me,
you
right?
for you?
Okay.
Eh,
uh, for me,
yeah.
for me is yeah, one thing I agree with Adrian is maturity. The other one I look for is her close relationship with her family, including her father. Yeah, I prefer a more traditional conservative girl, and not those
Yeah.
like to party and all that kind of stuff. I like to find my girl at the like a book club or library or cafe, and
It's like
yeah.
Okay.
it's safer. It's definitely safer.
Yeah. And um I think she should also be she should also communicate honestly, like whatever feelings that she has, she will just say, and also that she should have some things to offer to the table lah. Not like guys should be 100% paying the bills, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
Exactly.
initiating conversations, everything like that, initiating the dates. But the girl should also put in some effort lah. So put it simply,
All of
that's my green flags lah. Yeah. But then again, I'm still exploring. So I just want to know what the character like for each and individual girls. Yeah. Sam, your turn.
finally.
Because yeah. Finally. Yeah.
Finally. Okay. For me, okay, I totally agree with you with the family thing. The being how do I say this? Um, because like I feel like your parents and like your family is like the only people you spend time like the most. Like there's like after school and stuff, and then you'll be with them like through actually like throughout. And um, I think that what affects uh, the how do you say this? What affects their maturity is um, in what kind of home they have been brought up in,
That's
and
true.
yeah, and it boils down to like the relationship between the mother and the father, and then the relationship between the parents and the children. I think those are like the main few factors of um, how how they are today, and it also it also gives them the understanding of love and intimacy, and it most definitely comes from their parents.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
agree with you.
yeah, and
That's
I think that what I I actually look for in like in this field of like the parents thing is whether if their parents are ideally like desirable.
Mm.
Like, because I feel
Mm.
like the parents, like for example, like let's say I'm looking for a girlfriend, right? And the girlfriend, I look up to the mom, and I would be asking myself, would I want to marry? I mean, I'm not saying that I'm gonna be marrying the mom or something, but well, how, I'm kind of
I don't. I think I know
do
what
you
you
get
mean. I think I
you
know
get
what I
me?
mean.
Like you're marrying.
If the mother is in a way desirable, then the daughter should
Yes,
also be. I mean,
yes,
not say
yes,
should lah,
yes.
but yeah lah. Okay, okay, I know what you
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
But then
And
I mean,
but
yeah. It, I mean,
I
you could
think
try.
all those, yeah, I think those things. I think those things kind of like comes down to uh like oh, okay, never mind. Let me just rephrase my whole sentence. Which also brings us to the traits that he or she has, and
Mm.
what I generally look for, like the green flags are, is whether if she's vibrant, she's always smiling.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
tones of her sentence, it kind of adds on like flavor and stuff, and like it makes her really interesting,
Mm.
and I feel like the small wrinkles from the eyes are very like it's like a plus point for me if like in terms of like vibrancy. And secondly would be like the behavior, like if she's optimistic. I feel
Mm.
like that really helps with the relationship a lot, because like sometimes we might experience some like hard times and stuff like that, and we need someone to back us up
Yeah,
and
yeah,
have
yeah.
like a support
Like a
system,
support
like
lah,
not
yeah.
just your, yeah, not just your friends. And because if you look at it, your wife or your husband is going to be the main person you're going to be with throughout your life. And
Yeah.
I think the person that you're with should be able to support you in terms of like mental, emotional, and whatever aspects that the areas. Yeah. And thirdly is the whether if she treats people well. Like for example, if she treats like the servers from the restaurant well, where she smile, like
Yeah.
um
I agree
because
with that.
yeah, because like most people, like uh I mean, not most people, like some people, they they only act well at first, but then as times as time goes on, like they won't be able to present that if they're like faking it.
Yeah, yeah.
It will come out eventually.
It's like the
Yeah.
dating phase.
And,
They try to impress the significant other. After that, when they
yeah, yeah,
together, right, then they become complacent and then they just
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Which is definitely like a really bad thing if, like, let's say if you see your so-called significant other like mistreating those. And also not just limited to service workers, as well as your parents. Because if you think about it, like if she treats the parents like this way, like um she's always like disrespecting them and stuff, like what would it reflect when it comes to your parents as
Yeah.
well? Would they value my parents and my family if,
Hell
like,
no. No
let's say
way.
they don't have like a
Yeah. And when you start a family as well, then it will pass down. What?
yeah,
Yeah.
Mm,
definitely.
It will
that's
reflect
true.
badly. What? Yeah.
Mm,
That's true.
yeah.
And just now you mentioned
And
uh
mm,
the wrinkle when she smiles. Is it more of the facial feature or how you say when you smile, then there's sort of like a genuine smile. You know what I mean?
yeah, genuine genuinity, which I'm gonna talk about like later on.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
since you brought it up, I think authenticity is like one of the few traits that I actually look out for. So how do I actually uh want to see, like what do I actually want to see in this authenticity? Um, I whenever, like, let's say I'm around, like I'm with her, I want to see her being in the moment, because like I feel like some would just like, okay, she's there, but her mind is off
Mm.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I think uh that's like a really bad sign that you're like not interested into the things that you into the activities that you guys are doing.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
mm. And lastly, it would be presentability. Well, this is like a bonus thing if she's pretty and like, or if he's handsome. Like that's like the minor stuff, because like you wouldn't want to put that into like the, he should be at least, this height, and he should have these features, because not a lot of people have that. And
Yeah. You can't
I
control it.
think exactly. You
Yeah.
can't really change your features unless you go to them some what they call this, some surgery or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It also means that you don't really accept this person as it is.
Mm.
Oops, alarm.
Then.
Anyways, yeah. So uh lastly, I think we do have like a ultimate like green flag. Like I actually do have this, like if she has this, and then the game is over. So it's like, if she has this green flag, for example, if she displays interest in continuous progression, if she does value self improvement, I think
Mm.
that's like the
Ooh.
ultimate factor that takes home, everything, that
Mm.
wins everything. And also, if she has a good set of morals that
Mm.
she keeps,
Yeah.
I think that's like the ultimate winning factor for like when you want with someone, like, yeah.
Yeah. I
Anyways,
think I would say that we are more conservative, old-minded lah.
conservative,
Yeah, in
yeah.
terms of finding
Yeah.
a significant other. Then, but you mentioned presentability. Would you say you prefer your girl to dress well, like not so revealing, like dress like more feminine dress, skirt, all that kind of stuff, or will you want the girl to dress up like very wild? You know what I mean?
Okay. It really depends on the girl's personality. So I don't want to get into like into their business of how they dress, because I don't want to control like how they, how they look. But um you should also pay close attention to um like uh how she dressed, because like in the end at the end of the day, it kind of shows like effort,
Mm.
the effort that she puts into, or he puts into, when she's seeing you and stuff. And um it also brings down to whether she's interested in you. But if she's not interested in you, she wouldn't care. She would just wear anything that she like she's probably, slept in or something like that. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Then, Adrian, what about you? In terms of presentability in your male counterpart, would you want let's say you go on a date, right? And then we want him to
Yeah.
like wear a suit, or like smart
Oh.
casual, this kind of, or
That's a bit
sloppy, like
too
PT
overkill.
kid. I personally wouldn't mind, right? Like I would wear suit though, honestly, or even roll up
Mm.
my sleeves, everything. Yeah.
It depends on the
Mm.
weather.
Yeah, I think it depends on the weather
I mean,
and
in
the
Singapore.
yeah, it depends on the weather and the location. But what about you, Adrian?
I think for me, well, looks, I guess it just has to be casual. I'm not really very particular in terms of you having to dress up in a suit and stuff, because um I think at the end of the day, looks does, play a role in being attracted to someone and stuff. But when you're with them, you just kind of want to get to know their personality and what they're like. So I don't really focus much on looks, but at least have some like um presentability in terms of like your hair is not messy, or like um you put on some perfume,
Mm.
not wear slippers on the first day. I think that's just like a turn off if that happens.
Alright, yeah, definitely the first date, right?
Definitely.
You want to have a proper first impression, right? Yeah.
Crocs.
Oh, bro, you imagine you wear suit and then after you wear Crocs, turn off, yeah.
Oh my.
I look also. I want to walk away, yeah, bro. But
But would you guys
sorry.
but would you guys mind if the date is, for example, like in a hawker center or like those public space, not in a fancy restaurant, all those.
No, we
Would
definitely don't
guys
mind. We
prefer?
definitely don't mind.
Oh,
I mean, price wise lah. Like a
okay.
$5 meal only don't need to pay mah. You know what I mean? I think it also reflects the character of the girl. Like if your first date is at a more casual place like kopitiam like that, then you will know lah. That she's a thrift is the word thrifty, thrifty kind of person. But if she demands like a five-star restaurant on the first date, then yeah, that's a bit of a red flag. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, speaking about red flags, what are the red flags that you would avoid in your significant other?
Red flags. Okay, from my previous experience, I think the highest one would be low self-esteem. Like if they're struggling
Yeah.
with low self-esteem issue and then they project it to you, then
Mm.
you end up sort of becoming insecure as well. Which I feel like, when you enter a relationship, you have to be in a full cup so that when you give love to others, it overflows rather than the other person giving all the love to you and then you just keep taking and taking, but you don't get anything back.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's pretty toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then and unbalanced lah. Like yeah, I don't know if majority of the girls would want this, but I think they would prefer a more alpha, confident kind of man. Would you say, according to you?
Certain ex. I'm not really for my type. I don't really like the alpha to like be dominating and stuff. I think because my personality as well is very dominating at some point, so we might clash if that's the case. So I think a balance will be okay. Like they can be masculine at some point, they can be feminine also. I don't mind. Then it's just like an alternative like role. If they're masculine, I can be feminine. If they're feminine, I can be masculine.
You're
Yeah.
sort of complement each other lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So low self esteem is one of your red flags. And what are the others?
Okay, this one would you guys consider it as a red flag if because you guys we were talking about family just now in the green flag, right? So what if like your partner is fine and all that, but like his background in terms of his family is like toxic and all that? Would you consider it as a red flag?
I think it depends on how he treat the other people. Whether is he as toxic or not, or he's like taking a back seat and try not to be like them if you want to start a family. Yeah, but I think as you progress through dating and getting to know him more, I think you would know because of probably how the way he treats you. If he's toxic, then yeah, probably like will reflect lah. But if he doesn't, he wants to deviate away from what his family does, then I don't think it should be a problem. Yeah.
That's true because I think I have been in a couple of situations where the guy is fine, but like you do want to get along with the family and stuff like that, but then they're not like your partner is like brought up well and all that, but the way that he was treated from young and stuff wasn't like right, I would say. So it kind of makes you like put in between whether at one point he would end up like that as well, because you won't know like, only until the long run, then you'll realize that he might have possessed some of the negative traits that his family has brought him up to.
Yeah, definitely. I think essentially you're also not marrying to the guy, but you're also marrying into his family.
Family.
So yeah, but I think also
true.
depends. I think also depends on the girl whether y'all would want two of y'all to like screw it. Let's like move away from family so that we run away from the problems, or you want to stick with your family no matter what. So I think that depends on the couples. Yeah.
Okay, then adding on to my first point, I guess the second red flag would be the lack of EQ. Like you cannot connect with them emotionally. Then it's so difficult to feel the empathy from them. So when like you're trying to explain yourself why you feel this way and that, then they will like be like, but it's just like that. Or like they would neglect how you're feeling and not validate it. So
Mm,
it makes you
they
feel like is it just me overthinking, or like am I actually at the wrong, or is like am I just overthinking it all? So it puts you in that spot, which I think that no one deserves to feel invalidated in terms of their feelings.
mm, they also like try not to, or rather don't want to make the effort to understand you. Would that be right?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
And also I think some guys will also want to keep their feelings to themselves, so they wouldn't
Mm,
want to sort of how we say, sort of the open communication that we seek lah. Like if you got problems, you should just sort of talk it out, and then we can try to fix things in our relationship. Yeah. So
mm,
if one party doesn't contribute, then yeah, that's a bit of a red flag and a turn off, because I don't think
yeah.
we want to progress with the relationship if you're just completely sealed off.
Mm.
Yeah. Sam, you ne?
Red flags.
Yeah, red flag.
I guess it would be the opposite of the five minimum standards.
Wow.
But other than that is the, the the quality. I think it boils down to the quality of morals that they display is not up to standard. Like
Hmm.
for me, I think I think all of them just narrows it onto their morals. Um, because like so for example, um, so I know how I actually wrote this down. So I know society nowadays has accepted casual hookups, which brings out the independent attitude or the you go girl or the or the you do
The,
you.
okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Right.
But even if some I actually researched about this. But even if some results have not shown that there's no relation between promiscuity and the failure of a relationship, I think it's more. I think the more they expose themselves to having lots of casual hookups would definitely change their body chemistry. And if ever this person would find themselves unsatisfied with the relationship they are in, they are more likely to split up, or even in some cases even cheat. I am definitely going to be brutally honest here, but I think one of the ultimate red flags for me, as my goal for being in a relationship, is to be a sure win relationship.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Is that in terms of would you relate that to experience, like depending on how many boyfriends uh
No,
the girl had?
it's more of what I've heard so far. Like, cause I actually started like scrolling through Reddit, and there's just a lot of really bad experiences out there. So I kind of like I don't easily generalize, but as for what I think uh exists like now is that there's this kinds of cases where you know where the guy the guy or the girl actually was actually a promiscuous person, and then they they know they are promiscuous, but then they still went on with the relationship, and then they just broke up because of like some really bad really bad stuff lah. Yeah.
Hmm. Would one of your excuse me, if would your red flags be, let's say, the guy or girl has multiple relationships before? Would y'all constitute that
No,
as
no,
a red flag?
no.
Okay, how about you,
uh
Adrian?
Um,
Would,
it depends. If
okay.
if it's because it can mean that they're the problem, right?
Hmm.
If they have a lot of relationships before, that's why it didn't work out. But it could also mean that they're exploring. So I think it depends on the reasons they give.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
A bit. I don't know if girls would actually say whether what's the
Oh,
root cause of the problem, like especially when you're
mm,
in the dating phase. So I guess you have to like really explore the relationship so that you know, yeah, what brings lah. Yeah, but I
Well,
don't
then
think
you
it's a.
realize.
Yeah. Then you realize, but then, I also don't think that it's a red flag. Um, Mainly because of the experience, you like learn from your past experience. Then you see whether in your new relationship you can make things better lah. But if the other person is the problem, then oof, a bit, yeah, quite a double-edged
Yeah.
sword. Yeah. Okay. uh I think this question is more for Adrian. What the
Yeah.
telltale signs that a girl is interested in a guy?
The guy.
Do you
Telltale signs, yeah. It's not interested to
Speaking
know.
of personal experience, okay, I think guys has this misconception that if a girl is too nice, they like them.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
I
Yeah,
actually heard
yeah,
this
yeah.
before.
But that's not really the case because like for me when I'm like just talking to like anyone in general, be it girl or guy, like for example they're on the way home or we had like just a catch up after a long time, then I'll just say, oh, okay, take care going home and stuff like that. But I think some guys would think, oh, she's concerned about, my safety.
Yeah.
She said like take care and all of that.
Misinterpret
But
it.
Yeah.
You misinterpret it.
Yeah, I think guys tend to overthink, right? Would you agree, Sam?
Yeah. I think they
really,
misinterpret the things you guys say, and like it's like you guys say one, and then we would sometimes interpret it as two. So like it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for us, but it's still doable. Like you can still understand. Like it really depends on the experience you know about, like about women or men in general. Yeah.
so
Yeah, go ahead.
So I guess like in terms of real telltale signs, from personal experience, I would say if the girl is really busy and then she puts time to talk to you, I think that's one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think for some of them they would, just like put you on a pedestal, not talk to you, or ghost you, which is common for some people. I don't know, is it still common for ghosting now, or has
Um,
it been treated?
Yes. I'm. Oh my god. Yeah. Just a few weeks back only. Okay. I was sort of interested in this girl. Just a bit of backstory.
Okay.
I was in I started uni in January this year, and then I sort of know this girl through we have like a Zoom, but then it's called Blackboard lah for us. So whenever someone joins the class, right, you can see the name list and everything. So this her name kept on appearing in my other modules as well. My first semester, my second semester, and then I'm in my third semester now. So before starting the module, I just went to check what the assignments they need, like group work or pair work lah. Then I told myself, okay, this module got pair work, right? Let's try to find someone that I've seen before in either class or the name list. If I have, then I will take the opportunity to go and ask him or her to be my teammate lah. Then going to class, about 5 minutes later she joined in. Then I just took the opportunity to ask her like, hey, like I've seen you in my other modules. Would you like the opportunity to work together? After that, she took it lah. So like we worked together, and then leading up to the very first face-to-face class, right? We actually like met up before class, and then we sit together, like joke and everything around. Talk after class, went to dinner. Then the next day we met up for group project as well after her lesson. Then we talked like the whole day from afternoon. I mean, okay, we still do the project lah, but we talked from afternoon to evening. Then we had dinner. Then we went to I don't know if you all know the above on top of Esplanade, right, got like a viewing scene where you can see the skyline, MBS, and it's quite nice, right? Yeah. We went there lah for like 3-4 hours to talk. Yeah, you mentioned the telltale signs and everything. I now see it cause like it's a bit hot and cold. Like one moment she tells you like everything, even though I've only known her like 1 or 2 days, and then the next moment she got cold. So like the following days I asked her out lah, like for dinner lah. Then she was actually quite considerate. She said, okay, why not we meet like somewhere in between our houses so that we can go and have dinner. But then she told me she would get back to me lah. Then on that day she said that she couldn't make it, and then I realized, I think that's one of the sign that she is not interested, because I don't know about this, but if a girl is busy, right? I mean, as you mentioned, the girl is busy. She'll try to reschedule. She'll try to reschedule. If she doesn't, then I don't think she's interested in you. Am I correct on this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. Then I think it sort of went downhill. But then I'm still focused on the assignment. I still focus on assignment because she's still my teammate, ma. So on the next Monday I asked. Sorry, I told her like, oh, I did this assignment already. I share my document with you, and then she didn't reply. Then I thought, okay, like maybe she's busy, because she's actually quite busy like working like 6 days a week,
Oh.
Yeah. And then the next day, or Wednesday rather, I had an appointment, and it was very nearby her workplace, because she mentioned that I was at the appointment the previous day, and she said that, why you never like come in and see me? We are virtually like quite close. So I decided to like, okay lah, like come and pop by lah. Then ask her everything okay or not, cause she had COVID. Yeah. Then I just wanted to check on her lah. Then the following week, it was her dog's birthday. Then I wished the dog happy birthday. I mean, through her lah, she did reply as well. That I like, oh shit, confirm not interested already. I mean, but for me, right, as a friend and a teammate, right, I wasn't that needy and simpy. I didn't like message her like, hey, how are you? Why you so busy? Message me all that kind of stuff. I just like one message each, and she did reply. And then the following day, she didn't even go lesson. So like, okay, that's a major turn off for me. I mean, okay, if you don't have to like me. I've been genuine with you. I won't change my value and character just so that you can like me. But then at least we are teammates, right? Like, try not to make things awkward lah, because this boils down to communication again. If teammates, right, we can't even communicate, right, then what happens if we go become friends or become girlfriend boyfriend? Then I don't think that's sustainable. So I decided to like sort of end it lah. I mean, not I stopped pursuing her lah. I mean, I wasn't really pursuing her that much, but then I just, she's completely off the list. It's just I have to just focus on my work with her. Yeah. Then we see how it goes lah. The next semester, if I see her again, then I'll probably avoid lah, or go lone wolf. Yeah. So that's my red flag. No, not red flag. Yeah, actually we'll tie into a red flag. Like, if the girl is not reciprocating the conversation or the plans to you, then I don't think it's worth pursuing as a guy. Yeah.
That's true.
You just waste your time and effort, and you can use that time to improve yourself and do more high value stuff like like this podcast, yeah, and my other side business, work and everything like this. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All goes up, man. All goes up.
What, the transition to our podcast solid Sam, do you have any Sam, do you have any telltale signs? I mean, you feel what's your feeling?
Shit.
You have
I
none?
haven't figured it out. I haven't figured it out.
So okay, you
Because like I just realized that what do you call this? Like, every individual is unique, and like, it's so, like, honestly, like, not just like for me as a guy, like for me in general, like, it's so hard to like read a person, whether she's interested or not, and it's just like so complicated. So what I just do is, I'm just gonna be myself, and like, if she's like interested, then sure, you can have me. But then if she's not, then okay, then move on to the next.
you're lost. I think that's my mentality now. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
don't take me, you're lost,
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
I think
it all
yeah.
boils down to self-worth as well. Because like you don't want to be too committed to a certain someone where she's not giving the same uh commitment as you do, like
Yeah.
for what you mentioned, like your story. Yeah.
But
I
what
So
think
if
yeah,
she's like playing hard to get?
wow,
hard to
this
Like,
get.
one
are
this
you
one
guys
is turn
doing
off.
it?
This one is turn off for me. I mean, okay, maybe
Ah,
just me lah. Maybe just me
sometimes
lah. Oh, you want to play?
sometimes
You want to
like
play that game?
sometimes you gotta give us some slack also lah. Like we really have some problems with our own life, and then it just keeps on adding up, and then you're trying to play hard to get. Then what does this reflect on
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
on
yeah. I agree with you.
on you? Like let's say down the road, you guys have some problems, and she just starts not talking to you. Like
Oh,
like confirm you're going to play hard to get so that uh wait, I kind of lost track in here, but it's just so complex.
Right.
People
Yeah.
who are playing hard to get are very complex,
Mm.
and I honestly, for myself, I couldn't. I need someone who's straight to the point, and someone who's someone
Amen.
who's
Amen.
right,
Yeah.
like
Right. 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 Right.
like you gotta tell us, man. You gotta tell us what you actually want, because we can't always keep on guessing. Um, okay, I'll put some like commitment and effort to what you want me to do, but you can't always make me do that kind of stuff, because I'm not a fortune teller. I'm a
mm.
I'm a person. I do need some love too, you know me.
Okay.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
behalf of the woman, I would like to apologize if we ever made you guys feel like they play hard to get.
No, no, man. You are definitely a high value woman. We only mention the low value woman where they like to play games and test. It's a major turn off for me. Like we have so much time to spend on our work and everything. We don't have time to play these kind of games. Like if you like Sam mentioned, if you just be straight to the point, you know. And then all these telltale signs that she's interested in you. I mean, we should also sort of look into it and pursue lah. But if you are really playing hard to get, then nah, man, I move on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a sign of
Hard pass.
weakness.
Pass.
Yeah,
Yeah, you might be a 10, but you're trying to play hard to get.
yeah.
You
No,
ain't
Then
gonna
you're
get
one. You're
anywhere.
definitely a one if you do
What?
that.
One man.
Yeah,
Ah, totally.
yeah. Yeah. But what I actually sort of learn all these signs from YouTubers like Courtney Ryan. I don't know if you heard I don't know if you've heard of them before. Joy Animal. They basically tell you all the telltale signs that a girl will be interested in you. Like if they're interested in you, they'll reschedule for you. They'll move mountains for you. I think that's the most common expression. Then I
Mm.
also learned from Hamza and Darius and
What's up?
on more of like okay, if a girl doesn't like you or appreciate you, then you should just move on and value yourself lah as men lah. But I want to give a shout out to all my friends that I've made in my second semester. She's a girl as well. I told her, I shared with her I wouldn't say this is a problem, but I just want to learn more of the psychology of women and dating. And yeah, her name is Fitri. So Fitri, if you're hearing this, I just want to thank you, and I'm lucky to be considered as I'm lucky to consider you as a friend, because she's another Hormat. she's another high value woman who doesn't, I don't think she play these kind of games. She's also like a straight to the point kind of girl,
Point.
and she has got a lot of work to do. Like she aspires to be a HR executive, I would say. She just want to do well in the HR industry lah. So I wish her all the best. She'll confirm will reach her aspirations. Yeah. And at the end of the our sharing session, right, she sent an Instagram video, basically summarizing the whole thing lah. If a girl doesn't like a guy, right, the guy will feel like an uneasy feeling in his gut, like is she playing hard to get? Is she hot, cold? Like, why is she doing this? But if a girl likes a guy, right, I think the guy will sort of feel it, and like I say, the common expression of the girls will move mountains for you. So then you'll truly know lah. But I'm also a believer that if assuming you like the girl and the girl likes you, right? I think I'm a big believer in regret is worse than rejection. In a way where if you feel there's a connection, right, I think you should sort of pursue it and tell her your feelings, because then if you don't, right, then I think you'll sort of lose out. Yeah, right, yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Um
So guys,
yeah.
just do it. Just do it.
Yeah,
No,
just do it.
just do it if you feel the connection, but don't do it if you feel nothing is reciprocated. Yeah,
Yes.
you should value yourself. I mean, and this should apply to girls as well. I don't know if guys play hard to get lah, but I think guys would be slightly mysterious, but I don't think they would sort of resort to this games, you know.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Enough about our story. Is a bit heartbreaking. No, I move on already lah. But then I learned lah.
It's
I learned.
okay.
I learned. I actually
There's other
actually
fish
I
in the sea.
yeah, there are other fishes in the sea. I mean, no, but actually, I in a way needed this experience, because it's like we were in NS for 2 years, right? And then we need like sort of a warm up to the dating world. So so I'm quite glad for this experience. If not, if things go smoothly, right, I wouldn't have known what the telltale signs are, the psychology of women. I don't think I would value myself. I mean, okay, I value myself very highly, but I wouldn't value myself that much compared to before I met her, because I was like thinking like what are the side hustles that I want to do in my free time, aside from doing assignments and everything, but I just couldn't find what are the hustles to do. And because of that, then okay, I thought of the podcast. Then I thought of my the drop shipping business. So in a way, I'm thankful that she low key ghosted me lah. Yeah. I mean, I'm positive lah. I can't think this way lah. No point being negative. Yeah. So yeah, what are the signs of a simp?
Same.
Yeah.
I think, okay, just like disclaimer, my boyfriend has confirmed that he's a simp. So I guess like a signs of it, probably they will do anything for you. Like anything.
No,
Yeah.
but this is in a relationship, right? I mean, as in
Yes.
let's say before dating.
Before dating, a simp, I guess it will be when they get clingy and they constantly like message you and ask you how you're doing and stuff. I don't know if that's like one of the traits, because I don't think I've personally experienced to that extent, because I would usually get annoyed if that's the case, so they wouldn't pursue.
I think that would be the signs. The most common one is just texting and basically
Giving all your
guys
time.
should like yeah. You give your time to the girl when you don't feel one thing reciprocated, and the other one you just sort of neglect all your activities just for the girl. I think that's one sound of simp. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what sort of throwing out all your feelings to a girl that you ever met before, right? Yeah. I don't know about this, like buying drinks. Will buying drinks be a sign? Like if you don't know this girl and then you buy a drink, would it be?
Wait, what kind of drink though? Like,
Any type lah. Okay lah. Any type. Okay. Basically, the buy a drink could probably mean like be in a bar, or let's say bubble tea, or some cheap $1-2 canned drinks or something like that. But I think most common is those kind of bar drinks those
okay,
expensive type.
if it's bar, then I'm pretty sure he has gender. But if she's not interested to him, then I think that wouldn't be, like, the guy wouldn't be called a simp, because like, you know, trying
think so too.
attract. Yeah. And then in terms of like bubble tea and other drinks, I think if you are going to treat someone like if you're gonna treat someone, you're gonna treat them with the reason. Actually, I wouldn't think that you buying someone a drink. Uh, okay, let me just think about it. Uh,
You're getting emotional.
no, I'm not getting emotional at all. Cause like I actually do hear stories of like actual simps who like buy things for girls just to like make them like them.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's the point. That's the point. Like
that's
if you just
that,
buy drink, then what are the other stuff that you buy her? Yeah, like expensive jewelry
yeah,
or those kind of stuff. Right?
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Moving on to like what do I define as a simp? I think dedicating yourself to your significant other would be the only way to define what is a simp. Won't you agree?
That
Like
dedicating, what do you mean?
dedicating fully. Like you don't have time for yourself, but it's all
Oh yeah yeah
all
yeah yeah yeah, yeah.
into,
Correct yeah. It's
yeah,
definitely is a sign. Yeah, like
yeah,
it shows that you only latch on this girl for your happiness, and
Mm.
you spend your time
you
twenty four
depend
seven. Yeah, that yeah you
depend
depend on them heavily,
on
and
for your happiness.
right, yeah, happiness is one, and it also tells the girl that you don't have anything better to do aside from like
That's
work,
true. That's
right?
true.
Yeah, I mean I'll be correct to say that girls will actually value guys that value themselves highly.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
because if you don't, then there's no like a sort of a balance.
Attracting,
Like
yeah,
the girl is a mother to the guy. You know what I mean?
Oh
I
my
don't think that
god. Well,
relationship is sustainable. Would you
it's
agree?
not.
Yeah, it's not right.
Not. That's like the worst experience to feel.
Wait,
Like
have
when
have
you're
you
the mother to the boyfriend.
have you experienced that before? Like
Yes.
or was it very
Yes.
bad?
Oh my god, it was so stressful. So stressful to the point whereby I was not just burnt out from my, school and work and stuff, but also in the relationship. Then I started like having like acne and all that. Like, I was just really so stressed because every little like thing, for example, if I'm um like telling him about this thing that he didn't do, like he wasn't aware of it, like the lack of self-awareness, and then I have to constantly remind him. It was just so stressful. It's like
Oh,
teaching a child.
oh my
Literally.
gosh.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what was his sort of like day to day activities like did he like was he a slob? Was he like wake up late, sleep late, wake up late, never work out, just play video
Yeah.
games, and then come to like your dating time, then he sort of goes dating with you? Like was he
Jeffrey.
that yeah, that Jeffrey yeah what yeah, was he like that?
Um, his day to day is like gaming from morning to night, and then when we would go on dates, it's like I would be the one to pay for the meals and stuff like that. Then
Bro,
there was
oh
this
god.
time where where we were just, I think his shirt had a stain and it was a white shirt. So we were at 313 and then just walking around the mall. Then he was like, should I buy a shirt to change? Then he just hinted, are you going to treat me? Then I was
Bro.
like, like, that, and the shirt is like it's from like those well-known shops. I think it was a $70 worth of white shirt. Yeah,
I
and I
wouldn't
was
buy that.
like,
Yeah.
You buy that.
and I was like, what the heck? Like, yeah, it was terrible.
And he expected you to pay.
Yes.
Did you?
I mean, at that point, I was pissed. So I was just at the counter, and then good thing my card didn't like. I forgot the pin for that card.
Oh.
So in the end, he's the one
You mean
who.
you quote unquote forgot?
I actually forgot. Like, yeah, but legit, I actually forgot the pin because it was a different card. So
Dude, oh my god. Sam and I had the literally had the same expression. Like what the heck? I don't like guy. You
Just
know,
one.
usually. I mean, okay
That's
lah.
so
If you,
absurd.
yeah. And $70 for
Yeah.
that kind of white shirt,
Yes,
One
yes.
shirt, or
And
is it like
like collection,
a set?
it's just one. It was just that
bro.
one white shirt. Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, man. Yo, that's them low value and a turn off for women. I think.
Yeah.
Like shouldn't guys like pay for himself?
Exactly.
Like bro, and you expect the girl to pay like really your mother's, yeah. Like mommy, buy me this shirt. I got stain. Then do you like try to wipe the stain off your shirt?
The stain is not even that big. It's like literally just like a very small stain. Can't really see it. And he was
Bruh.
also because he was sweating on it, so I guess that's why he wanted to change. Yeah. And then, but besides buying for him stuff, sometimes he would share to me that his mom would like buy him stuff also.
Like
So
Well,
in
oh,
as
sorry.
in
like
like
AirPods, a new bed frame and stuff like that. Like I'm happy for you that your mom is generous enough to, sponsor you and stuff, but like he's not doing anything.
as in
Yeah.
like being spoiled or excuse me, like
I
he asked for it, or the mother just offer to
I
sort of
was
improve the like all his bed frames and
he
everything.
asked for it. He asked for it.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's not working.
Because you mentioned that he's gaming from day to night, right? Oh
And then every
man.
time we go and date, I will be the one to pay. And I was
Oh.
like, shit.
And
Yeah.
you mentioned that you pay for the dates as well, like in terms of food.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah, like everything.
Oh,
Um, okay, on the first date, okay, now just recalling it back. Okay, on the first date, we had the date, but it was like he didn't plan where to go and stuff. So we went around Tanjong side, 10 to 15 minutes to find a place to eat. And it was like 7 p.m. So it was at the peak hour. And then during the date, all that, after the date, he didn't bring his wallet.
wow.
So he was like, "Is it okay
Oh,
if you pay for it?"
Bro,
wow.
wow.
Yeah, and then
Confirm he want you to pay one.
Confirm
Yeah,
he
yeah,
forgot.
you
Yeah,
confirm forget,
exactly.
right? Yeah. Confirm
Exactly.
forget his wallet.
A
Then
man wouldn't lose his wallet.
yeah, got IC
Come
all
on.
that.
Exactly.
yeah, and then okay, so but he did pay. I was like, okay, never mind. You can transfer me. I can pay for it first. You can transfer me like pay now, stuff like that. But it wasn't even the exact. It was like just at the because our meal was around 100-ish, 110-ish, but he only paid like 50.
Oh my gosh.
So
Wow.
petty,
Yeah.
man. So petty.
I thought like McDonald's $10-15 like that, then pay $7. Atas restaurants, yeah. I mean 100 plus, yeah. It's quite atas. Bro, that one is the duty of a man to at least pay, like maybe 70-30 or 50-50 or
First
100,
date.
Yeah, at first
Exactly.
day some more. Who the heck leaves their wallet
Yeah.
there, yeah? Then what he just leaves their wallet there, then how he go home? He walk home, is it, or
Like he doesn't have his card. He has his EasyLink, but not like his ATM, NRIC, all that.
oh my god. Mommy, fetch me, mommy.
Mommy, grab, please.
Mommy, I got girl here, can fetch me or not? Oh, cringe, yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, okay, okay. Now it's our turn to say on behalf of the guys. That's just a one-off
Yeah,
thing.
sorry.
Yeah. No, that's not even a guy. That's a.
No, we don't.
Guy.
We don't associate with this.
Yeah.
You guys don't.
Beta sims.
It's a different breed.
We are men. This
This is you,
It's like a
This is us.
different breed.
This is us.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh my
different breed because when we were having like this argument this one time, his excuse to me was that he's not an alpha guy. He's a beta guy.
Oh
And I
yeah.
couldn't wrap my head around that.
Excuses.
So,
So he's a goddamn Jeffrey. But I think that's the more of the would it constitute as a red flag? I personally think it would lah.
yeah.
But if a
Yeah.
guy says that he's openly beta, then nah man, he's not worthy. Yeah. Wow.
But a better person won't even say that. I think.
Hmm?
I think a better
You
a
know,
better
the first time
a better person won't say that.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think an alpha person also won't say that he's alpha, but I think it's the
Exactly.
actions. It's the actions that
yeah.
shows. Like you mentioned at 7 p.m. and you're still wandering around finding food places. He's indecisive, right?
It shows.
It wasn't,
Yeah.
it wasn't planned at all.
Yeah.
He was
I,
the one that initiated.
yeah. I mean, it's the duty of a guy to take charge, and at least take the effort to plan the first date. Like, okay, let's meet at this timing. Let's uh go where and everything like that. Where to eat. And then of course, most importantly, bring your wallet lah. Bro,
Actually,
that's a joke, yeah.
Actually, got one advice.
Yes,
If
what's
you're
the
gonna
advice?
date someone, be a fucking man, Don't fucking half fuck. You remember the half fuck
Yeah,
kind of thing?
yeah.
Wait,
Bro,
wait.
that's the importance of why guys should value themselves first, improve themselves, make yourself desirable so that you're desirable to others. If you're just like like at home playing video games, not spending valuable time, then I don't think you're worthy, man, bro. But yes, Adrian, thank you for sharing the story. I mean, it's very mind blowing that
Yeah.
there are some guys that are like this. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Have you you still cringing
Cringing, bro.
For me
Well,
cold
kinda-
I also cringing but also cold in my room. Oh yeah, you got aircon.
I would like to apologize to my mom and dad. It's pretty hot outside. Yeah, that's all.
It's also hot in here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Anyways, let's move on to the next question.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Jones, you ask this.
Yeah, we have you heard of the case of Oneitis?
No, I have not.
So basically, Oneitis is like simping, but then you simp only for one girl, and then your happiness and your time relies on the girl. Like if she's not happy, then you're not happy. If she's happy, then you're happy. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah. I think that's I won't say the worst case of simping, but if you if you spend too much effort on one girl, okay, this before dating. I mean not in relationships. Like this before dating. You know what I mean? If you just rely on your happiness and your time and effort on just one girl, I think that would constitute as simping as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If would there be any, okay, from a female perspective, would there be any ways to stop men from simping and having this one-nighties?
I guess find something else to do. Find a hobby. Like, aside from just focusing, because I feel like when they simp a lot, it becomes a codependency that everything else is based on, like how the girls feels and stuff. Then you lose your sense of identity. I think guys should have like what you mentioned, to be fully grown, to really have a life on their own also, beyond just relationships and the other stuff. Like work on self-improvement, things that you can do to improve on your self-worth, so that when you find, or like when you're trying to date someone, your value doesn't depend on their actions, or like for example, if they reject you, then you won't feel so bad, because you know that you do deserve better. Then maybe you get rejected because it just doesn't work out, it's not compatible, and you don't like depend yourself on that. So I think guys should like really do something else, like find a hobby.
Go touch the grass lah.
Yeah.
I
Like go
think
for a run or something.
Yeah, they should spend valuable time doing other things rather than just focusing on one girl. And then if the girl doesn't like the guy, then I think the one-nighties comes in where oh shit, this girl is my only option, so I should make myself more desirable so that she likes me. I think that's another sign, so to speak. Yeah, but would you like it in a relationship where I know some guys like to be, slightly mysterious. Would you like it like
Okay.
let's say on a Friday night you meet your boyfriend, and
Mm.
then after that he sort of doesn't really talk to you throughout the week. Maybe like here and there ask you how are you and stuff, but then in terms of day-to-day activity he doesn't really tell you what his activities are. You
Oh.
sort of he keeps it mysterious lah, and you sort of have to ask him instead of him telling you.
Mm.
Do you like it like this?
Mm. I think not all the time.
Okay.
Like I like it open, so he will tell me what's going on in his life, then I'll tell him what am I doing for the day also, rather than I keep asking. Because I feel like when you're in a relationship, you need to be initiative because it like your partner is definitely worried what you're doing or where you're at, and stuff like that. So to be like one step ahead of their worries, then I think that's a healthy relationship, I would say, rather than they keep like rather than you keep asking them. Because back then when I was in a relationship with my ex, it wasn't like that. Like we didn't have that like open communication. So sometimes I would be outside, he wouldn't know, and he will be outside, I wouldn't know too. So it was really unhealthy, and it be it sort of went to that point where we just weren't connected anymore. So I was out in a bar and he didn't know because one of his because he would project his like insecurities and say, "Why are you outside when I'm at home?" You know what I mean? So
Um.
that's why we stopped that like communication of asking each other where we are and stuff like that, which I think is really, really unhealthy. Yeah.
So in simple terms, you prefer a guy like, let's say, a guy to tell you where he's going and what he's doing lah. And but he doesn't have to be
Yeah.
specific lah. He just tells you his day-to-day activities lah. And
Yeah.
only when he only specifies when you ask lah. But other than that, you just want to know where he is and how he's doing lah, day to day.
Like just check in once in a while. Like you don't have to check in all the time because if you're busy, I get it. But just you know, like let me know you're still alive, that kind of
Hmm.
thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would that would that be like a like a range, like should he text every day or like once every 2 days or something like that, or is it dependable
Like
on the girl?
if you guys are dating or in a relationship.
Relationship.
Okay, for relationship, then I think every day just checking in is good to maintain the like personal for me to maintain the trust so that I know what's going on. Like you don't have to tell me the whole thing you did. Like maybe in the morning you can say, "Oh, I just reached work. I'll be busy the whole day. I'll talk to you once I'm available." Like that's okay.
uh
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
basically like you mentioned, at least tell like that he's alive lah, and then not just
Yeah.
completely gone lah. Okay, I
Yeah.
understand.
I do have a question. Do you think that because like there's these apps like for example Life 360 where you find like the location with
Yeah.
your yeah. Do
Yeah.
you think that's healthy in a relationship?
Mm, is it healthy? Personally, I wouldn't use
You
it.
wouldn't. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. Because I think if we have enough trust, then you can just
Yeah.
talk to each other where we're at. Don't have
I-
to see where you're at specifically. I feel like, I don't know, that's like stalker mode,
Mm,
I feel.
yeah.
I don't know.
Mm.
I think last time I feel like if girls get a bit like clingy to me, I low key like, yeah. I don't know if it's
Oh,
just me
you.
or guys, or is it a guys thing. But that was me last
Okay.
time lah. I mean, I have to
No.
reiterate
I
last
think
time.
I think it's a guy's thing. Like we do like to get we do like to get noticed. Cause I think guys nowadays don't really get noticed, and it's nice being noticed. Like it's nice to be interested in like it's nice being it's nice to be interested in someone getting like interested in you and like stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but 24/7 clingy.
Okay, no, that's like a borderline.
Okay. Borderline. Oh, that's the
Okay,
line. That's the
that's
line.
that's that. I mean, there's a limit to what you're doing, lah. Definitely. Uh, yeah. Basically, there should be a balance on everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I yeah.
I never experienced that before, so I'm like sort of like in a way positive about it. I mean,
Mhm.
I would say I 24/7. If a girl 24/7 clingy to me, I say I wouldn't mind because I never experienced it before. But imagine if I did, then like, wow, I don't know what to do leh. Like, should I just like block her or something like that? But then it's not me to like block and ghost people. Like that's my character lah. I mean, I should just like say it straight lah. Like, hey, you too clingy already. Let me do my own shit. Know what I mean? Yeah.
Mm.
But I stumbled upon the how that sort of a cure for Oneitis is from theadultman.com. It says if you want to test yourself to see for sure whether you may have Oneitis, try this trick. I don't know if it applies to females lah, but I think it's more of a male thing. But for any female listeners out there, especially you, Adrienne, you probably can change the words lah. I read these two sentences that I laughed to myself, yeah. After experiencing that thing with the girl. So first sentence is, if you can say I'll be happy as soon as I get this girl, then I'll feel happy, complete and love my life. And then if you mean that, then I'm sorry to say that you probably have a case of Oneitis.
I think
Yeah.
it's same for girl.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it should be the same for girls as well. I don't know if girls suffer Oneitis. Like, I thought it's more of a guys thing, but if girls do have that, then okay, that's something new. Yeah.
I'm actually not surprised, because the world today is so unpredictable. So I do actually think that I think all of us, all genders, in, experience this one like this.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Ah.
Can I just share? When I
Sure.
actually heard of this 190s, right? Me, I actually read it as is it called 190s or 180s?
Oneitis.
190s, 190s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's
Like
when I
one
first
and then
heard of
90s
it,
lah.
okay, because when I heard of it, I thought it was like common flu. So it's like, because when I read about like a little bit of this case, I thought it's like the same something related to simp. So when I read a little bit about this case, I thought I thought you could actually contract this flu if you are starting to become a total simp.
Dude, it is. I think it is. Right? I mean, wouldn't you agree? It's like a disease. I mean, itis comes from the word like arthritis or something like that. Then one
Yeah.
means just one girl lah, or one person lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it is. And there's another statement where to test whether you're. I think this is more to guys. Like, here's what a
Yeah.
strong masculine framed man should be able to say if he doesn't have Oneitis. I'm a happy, fulfilled man who is constantly chasing my purpose. Women, including this one, are secondary to my true purpose in life. I mean, it just means that not a sexist sentence to say, but then you should always prioritize your purpose first. After that, when it comes to dating, then you focus your attention on the girl lah. I think that's what it means lah. So whether or not we end up together will have no bearing on my happiness. I enjoy her, but I'm also at peace with losing her. So that's what a strong masculine man would say lah. So upon reading these two statements, I'm like, yes, I don't have Oneitis just because of that girl. Yeah. But okay, I had the experience once. I mean, I just open up a bit. Beginning of this podcast, I told you that I had one like puppy love relationship, right? And that was in secondary school. Oh my gosh. So I think we liked each other from like the first like January to like whichever month lah. And then she fell sick on her birthday. So I like got concerned a bit lah. So I asked her, how are things like are you okay or not? Then after that, she said yeah lah, she recovering well, and then we talked a bit lah. Then suddenly we confessed our feelings, sec one, and this is my first relationship, I mean quote unquote relationship, and then I didn't know what to do, so I just like, okay lor, I like you, I stayed my steady or not. then
Steady my.
then oh my god, the we didn't actually became friends, like we jumped straight into it. I think it's important, like guys and girls should at least sort of establish the friendship first, sort of know each other first before dating.
Foundation.
Yeah.
That's
Then,
true.
but we went straight into it. Then after class, right, I would do my own thing and hang out with my guy friends, and then she would do her own thing and hang out with her female friends. Then I would be like sign language to her. I would say, message me when you come back, okay? Then after that we do lah. We talk over we talk over the phone lah. Phone and texting lah. That's how we got to know each other. But when it comes to face, I don't know why like becomes so awkward. Then it went to hot and cold several times. Then until sec 3, right? Then I decided, okay, we know each other a bit more. We are the same CCA as well. Sort of quite close. Let's make it official. You know what I did or not? I sent her a text. Okay, if you're official, say I, then comma your name. Swear by this relationship. Oh my god, I look back. No. It's like a SMS. Like just I sent my name. I sent Chua Xian Wei. Swear by this relationship. Then I sent to her. Then after that, I expect her to like change the name to her name lah, and then send the same thing lah. It's like wow. I can't believe I did that. Like I mean secondary school lah. You got to forgive me lah. But that's also my relation. That's also my first relationship, and I did that. And somehow when we were together, we also didn't talk much as well. We talked over the phone. Like I don't know why, but things became awkward. And then 2 weeks later, she broke up with me. I mean, not surprising lah. But she broke up with me through another guy. So that's a bit heartbreaking. And then it just ended there lah. But we still managed to be friends after that. But we didn't mention the dating anymore. But it was so cringy on my side. I being her as the first relationship, I got like controlling everything. I sometimes would like log into her phone. I mean she gave me permission to lah. I just asked her, hey, can I see your phone? Then after that she like she logged in for me. But then I did see her text messages. That one private. But you know what I see? I go to a gallery and then I will see like many photos of my Facebook pictures that I will post last time. And she would like save it on her phone. Then sometimes I would just go to her phone just to see that, just to feel that, well, okay, she still has my photos. I feel a bit appreciated. But yeah, looking back, holy shit, it was damn cringy. So after that, I didn't have any more relationships lah. I just learned my lesson lah. I learned from that. I learned from other people's relationship as well, and especially the most recent episode, so that I can apply it to my future relationships. And that's not to say that I won't make mistakes in my future relationships lah, but I'm more willing to make the effort to change lah. Yeah, I think that's important. Yeah. And there's no way I actually done that. At that age, yeah, but if you do that now, like 20 plus year old, you're a bit adult. I think it's a no go, yeah.
Yeah. Actually gotta share. I think I was total same like back in this. And I think even my primary school days, like I would write them like letters and stuff, and then I would leave them on the table, like below the under the table.
Yeah.
Like, okay lah. I mean, I was still quite young back then, but like looking back, I just wish I didn't do it.
What do you do? What do you exactly do?
I actually wrote a love letter, and then I confessed like everything onto this letter, and then I even said I like you and stuff, and those last time like those those how to say this, like do you like me, then the yes thing, the circle, you have to circle.
Bro, drinking,
Yeah.
drinking waters, yeah.
You know, like I'll put like the option. It's like multiple choice lah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Then I also, what do you call this? There's so many shit I actually done. Like actually kind of like forget it because it was so cringy to the point where I'm like, fuck this. I'm just putting this to the past. Like I hated how I actually approached, because I was a very how to say this? I was a very jovial person, but then when it comes to like speaking, like public speaking, I'll get very nervous. Like
Mm.
I mean, not even until now lah. Like now I still have some nervousness in talking to someone else that I'm not really that close to. But previously I don't have confidence at all. Like I have zero confidence actually. Then I would just do these kinds of things, and I think that led to me being very unlucky, and I don't really, I actually have not never been in a physical relationship where it's me and another girl and I'm holding her hands and stuff. I've never been with someone ever since. Yeah. And yeah, that's what happens.
Bro, when actually when you said the writing the letter, I thought okay lah, but a bit confessing of feelings, I think should be done face to face lah. You know what I mean? Well, until you mentioned the circle, wow. I don't know whether I don't know what I did is worse or use. Yeah.
There's definitely gonna be something worse than us. Confirm. That
I
one
think so.
can surely say. Yeah, confirm. Like I've seen like ITE, like confession, like okay, I think those guys are very ballsy, where they would like I think in the amphitheater, and then
Mm.
the group of girls be like sitting there chatting. Then after that there's this guy who you would think that there's something wrong with him. So he would bring like a box of chocolates, flowers. I think it's freaking romantic. He just went straight up to the girl, and then I mean they know the vibe that she's gonna say no because of how the guy looked. But then the guy, I actually respect the guy. Actually, how do I continue? Okay, I apologize. Like it's just
Why?
so like there's cringe. There's a lot of cringe that I actually felt cause like the guy, like how he actually came up to the girl was actually quite like could have been better
Like how?
It
Like
was
how?
awkward.
like it was it was so awkward. Like the guy was like was stepping like very harshly and stuff, and then he freaking, I think he freaking pulled her to look at him, and then yeah, that's when things starts to get freaking awkward, and then yeah, that's like the worst story I've ever heard and actually seen. Yeah,
You mean like what? Tap her and then trying to get
tap
attention.
and then pull,
Huh?
tap and then pull.
What the
Yeah.
heck? And then got what, a box of chocolates.
Yeah, box of chocolate. And I think I think some of them, some of the chocolates has already been eaten.
Huh?
Yeah, I saw it from afar. Yeah, then when she rejected him, you know how he ran
How?
he ran Naruto style, bro.
Huh? Serious ah? Bro.
I feel bad for that guy, man. I feel so bad.
But have to give kudos to his confidence
Yeah, definitely.
right.
And I think he handled it much better than how I did lah. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, but he
that's-
read the signs. If the girl reject him, he just run. Yeah, I think he read the signs. So yeah, credit to him. But yeah, the just now I mentioned bubble tea, right? The girl, I mean,
Ah.
the girl that I mentioned, my classmate lah, current classmate.
Yeah.
On that Sunday, before on the Monday where I told her about my assignment, right? What I like to do is on weekdays, right? I like to settle all my work stuff, everything. And then Saturday, Sunday, I just go out and explore lah myself. So she works quite far away lah. So I decided to just maybe explore around the area, and then if she's working there, then I just pop by lah. So I bought a bubble tea, but then not in a way where I'm trying to get her to like me. Like I actually like want to repay her for her efforts in like helping me assignment and everything. And she told me about the Australia exchange program. If not for her, she didn't tell me, right, I would actually like been in the dark, and I wouldn't know about going to Australia to study lah. So I had to thank her for that lah. So I sort of like went out of my way, and bearing in mind that I actually was very free and want to explore. So there's a purpose lah. So I bought a bubble tea, and then unfortunately I didn't know she was sick. So I asked her colleague and manager lah. Then that's where she had COVID and everything. Then I got a bit dejected, but also you can't help it, what, because she's sick, what. So I give the bubble tea to her friend. Then I go home. then that's also partly how I realized, like, I don't think I'm getting the reciprocation back from a girl. So that's why I say I'm very thankful for this experience, because if not for it, if things go smoothly, then I would have learned so much. Yeah. But okay, Adrienne, do you have like an experience where you yourself simp?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Not really though. Yeah, I think 'cause I'm just always focused on my stuff.
Wait, like from
So-
secondary school to now?
For primary school,
Or like
Primary-
way younger. Like those
way younger.
primary school, secondary school stories where you like this guy and then you do anything for the guy, but then the guy doesn't like you back.
Oh no,
Oh,
unfortunately no.
you lucky, eh? Well, so guys had it harder, lor. Sad. Yeah. But I mean, now we're on this conversation. What are some of the takeaways in your past or current relationships?
Oh, that's a lot.
We got a lot of time.
Yeah. Firstly, don't be a mom.
Mhm.
Yeah. Also, I think this one is like a common thing for me, is to stop asking for signs over and over again. Because I'm a huge believer that I always tend to look for signs. Like I would like ask myself, like, for example, I'm in like this relationship, then my gut feeling says otherwise about this person, and then I will like keep asking for signs, and then I would ignore it. Yeah. So I thought that, okay, next time, just whatever gut feeling you have, just take it in, talk to your partner. And if things doesn't work out, then that's the only sign you need. Because when I was in my previous one, I was constantly hurt, like throughout the relationship. And I just kept looking for signs over and over again until I realized that, you can't always keep looking for signs, because sometimes it's already there, or you just keep ignoring it. Yeah, but when the signs come, you also have to welcome, you also have to sort of accept it. Because I think one of the reasons why I've always neglected the signs is because I haven't accepted the harsh reality that this person is not meant for me.
And
Yeah.
what is some examples of the signs, like you don't feel there's a connection, those kind of signs?
Yeah, like no connections, then there's the red flags, putting you on a pedestal, sort of using you, not respecting your boundaries, in not just, like going out and stuff, like just in general, your boundaries. And then when you like tell the person about why he hurt you, why you feel like you were disrespected, then the person will be like active to it and then become passive, then you won't feel understood. Yeah. So it's just unhealthy in general.
So you like the you accepting these signs, but you also would like to sort of communicate your feelings lah. And
Yeah.
and most importantly, trust your gut feeling lah.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if you feel this way positively or negatively, you want to express it to your partner lah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
pretty much.
that's where the communication comes in.
Mm.
I think everyone, like I would say, observing other couples, right? Communication isn't. I mean, I who am I to say lah? But then it's like you can tell, like in restaurants, right? They order food and everything like that, and then they just don't talk. Like
Oh
they
yeah.
they be on their phones everything. Like if
Yeah.
you this small talk you don't have, right? Then like it comes to big talk, then I don't think you can sustain, yeah. Know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
Agree.
So communication is very important in relationships. So how about you,
Mm.
Sam? I mean, um, you just came out of a relationship. Am I correct, Sam?
I mean, not too long.
Would you like to talk about it? What are some takeaways?
I guess be firstly is to always be present. Like if you're in a relationship, you always have to be 100%. I mean, okay, there are times where you don't feel 100%, and I'm sure that your significant other will kind of like support you in that. But I just feel like you should reciprocate what your partner has given to you. And I also do think that I totally agree with what Adrian said about like communication and stuff. Um, I do think that you should speak out on what's on your mind, on what's on your mind, and that whenever you guys are like together, like let's say I am together with someone, um, how do you say this? Uh, just be in the moment. Yeah, if like let's say you guys are just like doing something that's very ordinary, like for example, you're just walking, just strolling, maybe like just you know um put in a little fun, put in a little fun rather than just like look down and just you know just do something interesting that makes the date significant.
And lively lah. Yeah,
Yes,
make it
because
more lively.
I actually had this like quote. Wait, let me just find it. Uh, one moment, yeah.
But weak times create strong men. Strong men
No, no,
create.
no, no, no. No, like no, like it's something about roller coasters. You definitely want to be you definitely want to be as fun as a roller coaster. Cause life is already so mundane. Why not make it more fun? You
Or
know what I
like
mean?
the
Yeah, the
thrill
thrill.
of it.
Man, yeah, I think that's what keeps the commitment there lah. The commitment there, and I also do think that if you create these kinds of moments, I don't think this called like the honeymoon phase would fade. I think it
That's
will always be
true.
there. Yeah,
Mm.
That's
because
true.
you have to be consistent in terms of relationships. Yeah. Uh, always if you see her or him, always compliment her like "You're great today," and then like
Then,
it's all about the little
yeah.
things. Yeah. And um what else? What else did I write here? Uh, okay, I feel like it's okay to have to have an argument between the two of you. And you don't always have to agree with your significant other. Remember, you are an individual. You're not like a group or something like that. You don't have to agree with each other. Just that what's that word? You have to forgot. I really forgot that word. But you have to like uh how do you say this? Like
You say in Pinoy, then maybe I can understand.
Yeah.
uh wait,
Wait, not Pinoy,
sorry.
Tagalog.
Uh, I'm
What
sorry.
is it, like boundaries or?
No, no, not about boundaries. No, I just forgot what I've just said. so
Is-
so like I have a lot of things. I have a lot of things in my mind right now. I'm just looking for the thing. Uh,
it's alright, take
okay.
your time. I mean, yeah, we're just talking about relationships, so it can
Let
be
me just
emotional.
let me just go to the first point that I actually wrote down. So, even if you're in a relationship, you need to consider giving your partner some space also, if he or she needs it. Second thing is, as mentioned previously, besides respecting your partner, you also do need to respect yourself as well. Which also goes to point one.
Yeah.
Then, third, which is often mentioned, there's more to life other than your relationship. Yeah, and you should definitely do something else rather than always be on a call with your girlfriend, or always hanging out with her, like be with the boys or the girls. You know what I mean? Like have something out of it, so that if let's say you are coming back, for example, if you're like meeting again with your significant other, you would be able to tell stories that could like make the interaction like very significant as well. Yeah. Yeah, and then arguments, it's okay. Uh, okay. Let your partner experience different authentic feelings without hurting anyone. Don't just stick for one feeling. For example, being happy all the time. You don't want her to always like feel one emotion. You definitely want to like excite her and stuff, and stimulate her senses of like feelings and stuff. Like, okay, for the angle wise, you can probably make a comment about something that angers her too. That kind of like something that she could relate to as well. Yeah, that's like one way you could make her feel like lively. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Like the list.
I mean, from your perspective, Adrian. I mean, from what you say, the last part about sort of having sort of like, I would say roller coaster of emotions lah. Wouldn't just stick to one emotion. But then when you mention the sort of say something that sort of angers her, I mean, Adrian, what was your point of view on that?
Anger, just like for example, is the anger part like teasing each other, then it went to like you guys being like she getting angry at you over that, or is it like a small issue that suddenly
I think it's like a small issue that yeah, so that like because if you see like if you see something that yeah, I think I don't know, I don't really know the words to connect the sentence, but
Do you mean if let's say there are some things that she does that angers you, you should say?
oh no, not exactly that. It's more like uh like the how do you say this, like what makes her uncomfortable, then you can kind of like address it. Like, don't you think, like, for example, like, don't you think like this weather is kind of like shitty, like, or don't you think your boss is like, and then you just talk shit about him.
Oh, okay. So
you,
not
you,
just
you get
okay. So not just stay in one positive emotion lah. But if there are like really some
yeah,
negative shit, then you all should talk about it lah.
yes, like
Okay,
let
okay.
things out lah.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay.
I don't really know how to like explain
It's alright.
this
Now we
topic.
got it. Cause we thought
Yeah.
like you should like suddenly be so happy. Then suddenly you go diss your girlfriend like, hey Karina, you today look ugly, yeah.
Fuck you.
No, that's why I asked Adrian's opinion, point of view, because
Okay.
I thought you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
want to purposely anger your girlfriend.
Oh, no.
Okay. Now we know. Now we know.
It's nice to tease and stuff like that. It's nice to do things like that. I mean, as a joke,
Ah.
but yeah, as long as you don't make it personal, then sure, by all means, you do you, yeah.
Okay. We
Yeah.
understand what you mean. Okay, can. Well, actually, I want to know both of your point of views of long term. No, not long term. Long distance relationships. Do you think would that 100% work out, or is that something that both couples need to address and actually put in extra effort to make it work?
Okay, I can take this one because it's something that's currently happening right now.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, My partner is still in Singapore, but he'll be flying over next year for uni overseas. So it will become a long distance relationship. And throughout like our relationship right now, there were a lot of times where I personally like have my moments where I will break down because just thinking of it, like the long distance thing, it's a bit it's really difficult. Especially now he's in camp also, so we only see each other like weekends. It's not every time. So we don't really have that much like we don't hang out every single time physically. So it all has to rely online. So I guess the worry will always be there and the uncertainty. So it's just trying to like work on the foundation. I think the foundation is really important. Like what you guys mentioned, being friends and like having that foundation is one of the core value that can really help to sustain a relationship because you are not just with your partner but you're also with a friend. Yeah,
Mm.
because I think that when the long distance hits, then it's very hard to have that physical connection and all of that. But being able to support each other as a friend, as a best friend, I think that's one thing that can help a relationship last when it's long distance. Yeah, but
I
I haven't like experienced it like firsthand yet. So
I
yeah, I
I
guess we
think
will see.
mm, yeah, the I think my take is you really have to. I think one thing is the trust.
Mm.
The other one is the effort and the commitment to actually make things work lah. Let's say okay, your boyfriend goes overseas for uni, right? And then would you also want to take the time to buy an air ticket and go to visit him, or would he also take the time to come and visit you while during his holiday? So
Mm,
that's something that you also can work out lah, to sort of make the relationship lively.
that's true. I guess for some people, when this topic always comes up, it will be like a deal breaker for them that, oh, going long distance can't do it. So that's how like relationship ends. But do you guys think that it's like worth trying, or is it like not something you guys would pursue?
She has the same. So, in my experience, because my last relationship was a long distance relationship, and yeah, we didn't like we didn't see each other for like 6 years and stuff, and like we had no like physical contact. We just through all through phone, and from from what I've learned is um if you want to make the relationship work, it can work. It will work. You will make it work, no matter how hard it is. No matter how hard the problems are, you're going to you're going to do it either way. Yeah, and um I think um this is one thing I actually realized is one mistake actually. I didn't um whenever I'm in the area, I didn't actually like took the initiative to actually like, meet her, because the last time I was here was for my grandfather's funeral, and I was actually um wasn't really myself lah, and she also lives around the area as well, but like I I just didn't really have like the feeling of like going out, and it really hurt me cause like it also hurt me cause it's been like I think 2 years since we've like gotten together, and like I didn't choose to meet up with her, and it really hurt. It really hurt me cause like I didn't get this like feeling that I actually wanted to like meet her. So yeah, uh wrong timing, I guess. Um then it was uh what happened was that like during my national service, I actually wasn't really being myself. And then like, you know, there were thoughts that haunted me and stuff. And I think it goes down on how strong will you be for you first, and then for your girlfriend. Yeah, like it all goes down to how strong are you to like take things up. And uh yeah, the other thing is what you mentioned is about trust. I think that plays a very major role for a long distance relationship. I think you should know that he, like, even though like you guys are away from each other, you have to remember that he has his own life outside lah. And you should always understand like what is he going through and stuff, and have to be in his shoes um and uh I know being in a long distance relationship is tough. And some people find it impossible to be in a long distance relationship. But um I feel like you should wait, I'm talking about boundaries here, right? I kind of lost touch again.
Boundaries
I'm talking about
as in
like
in
yes.
relations to trust, where if you are overseas, you wouldn't want
Yeah.
to do things that hurt your girl,
Mm,
and you
mm,
know that you're in a relationship, so you shouldn't be doing things that you're not supposed to do lah. Is that
yeah.
what you mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm, yeah. Thanks. Anyways, so what I actually did to actually sustain this was to have date nights. And uh we had times where we would set up this date, and then we would watch firstly like watch a movie. Then secondly is like have dates like food in front of you and stuff,
Ooh,
like
yeah,
you actually like buy food from 7-Eleven or something like that, and then just eat together,
yeah, like
just chit
FaceTime
chat.
each other and eat lah,
Yeah, yeah.
virtually
I,
lah.
and I think it doesn't, like, I think what I realize is you don't have to be physically there to be connected with your partner. Sometimes it just has to be to FaceTime and stuff. And I don't think and I think it's the same thing as I mean, not all the time lah, but I think it's the same thing as being together like physically. Yeah. Cause some people yeah, face to face, but they're not connected at all.
Mm.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they're always on their phones, like, Facebook, Instagram, all this stuff, and then they're not in the moment. But uh, I even see like long distance couples like do better than physical,
Short.
like face to face. Yeah, yeah, that's what I like actually felt that uh that what do you call this, like, regardless whether you're face to face or long distance, if you want to make it work, make it work.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, my notion is that assuming that you're willing to put in the effort lah. If y'all got that trust and everything, right? If y'all can make a long distance relationship work, right? Then confirm y'all can make this is
Yes,
marriage worthy. You know what I mean?
marriage. Yes,
Y'all two
it's a win.
confirm can get through all the adversities in the future. And life is not certain,
Yeah.
right? You'll date for like, let's say 5 years, and then suddenly one of you have to go overseas. Then you all have to really work things out, ma. Then once you all settle that, confirm can get through the long distance relationship, the whatever dogma that you all have, then you all can get through anything in life lah, basically. If you can
Yeah,
get through
yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah.
then it's definitely your husband and wife material, right? Yeah.
Mm.
That's I think LDR is like the worst, I would say, obstacle
That's,
in
yeah,
couples.
Uh,
Yeah, you
yeah.
get through that, you're set for life. Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah,
It's like
I
a ultimate test.
sorry.
It's like an ultimate test for whether a relationship is compatible.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say much lah, because I never in a relationship before lah, but I mean I do read up lah, and it's quite saddening to see that LDRs are the not like sort of the number one killer. So it still boils down to the effort that you're willing to make. And you mentioned if both of you are in the same country but y'all don't make the effort, then confirm LDR y'all cannot sustain what. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So Jones
Huh?
tend to set you up with someone
Nah.
from overseas. Oh, my country.
Okay, no, okay. I give you that. I would like to explore, but then I also want to focus on myself. You know, get all the our podcast done.
Definitely.
The site, the my store, my drop shipping store. I still need to settle that. Then once 100%, then we'll see how it goes lah. But now I'm not looking for relationship. But which do brings us to the next question though. Do you all believe in finding the one? Like your desirable D1?
Yes, I think so.
You believe in that? You want to
Yeah,
elaborate on
I
that further?
believe in like having a soulmate for you. Because okay, I don't know if you guys know this Japanese red string, like it was this I think it's a mythology whereby it originated from a matchmaker god, like a Japanese matchmaker. Then he said that he believed that everyone is destined to marry their soulmates through this like invisible small thread that is attached to everyone's pinky. So like personally, from that, I do think that someone is destined for you. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, I I a bit like optimistic already, but like but cautiously optimistic. but yeah, I also believe that, but also in the notion where if you want to find the one, right, you want to attract the one, you have to also be the one and
Yes.
be desirable. It's like you are what you eat, you know. If you
Yeah.
eat unhealthily, you're unhealthy. If you eat very healthily, you're healthy lah. So you are essentially you are what you attract lor. So if you're high value, then you attract high value women lah, and vice versa lah. High value women will attract high value men lah. Yeah, I think there's no going around it. It's just basically what you're looking for lah. If you are low value and you find a low value guy, okay lah, your pasa lah. You do you lah. But it still comes around. I mean, the notion of the one still applies. Yeah. Wait, Sam, do you have that same kind of notion, or do you believe in just like, okay, there's no the one, but there's no like perfect soulmate, but it just comes as it goes.
Yeah, I exactly like it's actually really identical. Like, whatever you feel, I actually say the same thing. I would say the same, and I actually do have this quote. Actually, a lot of quotes here. That I found on the internet. Love is not about finding the right person, but being the right.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
I mean, whatever you said is what I actually wanted to say. So yeah.
Okay, so this is not scripted. This is just you and I having the same thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You just want to make it. Yeah. You just want to get it out of the way. We are authentic and we're not scripted BS like WWE or something like that. Yeah. Would your for the two of you, right, who had relationships and are currently in relationships, would you have any advice for men and women seeking relationships, like singles lah? Do you have any advice?
Don't settle. Go and explore. If you really want to find the one, then you should really explore and don't settle for less. Less as in like the red flags that you have set for yourself and the boundaries that you do not want your partner to cross. Yeah, just don't settle for less. I think that's the most important for me. Because there's like so many fishes out there, but if you settle for one, then and that one is putting you in a really bad mental state, emotional state, then I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just have to move on lah.
Yeah.
Sam, you leh? Do you have any advice? I mean, now that you're
I guess you should let your feelings take their place. And okay, I'm not saying that you actually like candy eye crush the kind of like feelings, but no, like genuine like feelings, like you think that you guys are like together and like it's mutual. Yeah, so just let things take their place. And then yeah, don't rush them. And then the second thing would be your actions, like being the right person, would most definitely attract individuals who would generally fall in love with. So like whatever you said, like whatever you eat, is what you attract.
what? No. What? You're what you eat.
You are what you eat.
Not what
What
you.
about something about attract? Something
No.
about attract.
As it, I meant the principle of you are what you eat, right? But then
Oh yeah,
in a
yeah.
way you replace the word with you attract what you are lah, you know. So you're high
Yes,
value,
yeah.
then you attract high value women lah, something like that. Yeah.
Yes. So basically, talking about that lah.
Ah.
Other advice just be true lah. Just be true to yourself. Like if you think this one will work, then go for it lah.
Yeah, but if your gut feeling tells you no, then you
Yeah.
have to settle amicably lor and break up lah. Yeah. I think I've got one analogy here. I call it a fisherman analogy. Like a bit back to my call sign now. So it's basically okay. If you're a fisherman, if you're a low value fisherman, you just sort of sit back, relax, don't go fishing. Then you wouldn't attract any fishes lah. But if you are actually an high value fisherman, you go to lakes and everything to fish for desirable fish. I'm not talking in fishermen as in men and fish as in women. It can be opposite as well. I'm not trying to be sexist here if you catch my drift. But I'm saying a high value person would go and explore, as Adrienne mentioned. So a fisherman would go to, let's say, lake 1. He'll go and fish, and then he'll find that okay, that I can't even attract any fish. So then he moves on to lake 2 and lake 3. Then he realized okay, there are sort of 10 fishes that I can attract. So these fishes, he managed to catch them, and then he puts it in his ice box. And these fishes are rare fishes. It's not for eating, it's for display. So he goes into his 10 sort of ice cooler box of fishes, right? And then let's say 5 of them escapes while he was driving from home to driving from the lake to his house. And then he puts the remaining 5 fishes into his aquarium so that he can enjoy them lah, like you know, like very nice fishes like koi fish and everything, like goldfish. You want to explore like pets lah. Then about like a week or 2 weeks later, the fisherman knows the behavior of the fishes. The fishes know what is their day-to-day activity of the fisherman, and then 4 of the fishes just just jump out of the aquarium and just flops and dies. And then you have just one special fish that the fisherman can sort of enjoy, you know. So I think my notion is that guys or girls should explore different sort of dating venues. Like they should go to a book club and go and find desirable people. They can go to restaurants and go and explore potential partners lah. And then you can expect, like, let's say 10 people to be interested in you. So you sort of tell them your values and your character. You sort of get to know them, and then you can expect 5 of them to be totally be disinterested in you. But that's okay, because you still got slightly more options. You still got 5 left. And then as you get to sort of date and progress into relationships, you realize, okay, these few people are not the one, you know. So you sort of filter them out lah. And then you end up with the one person that is actually desirable to you. So that's in a way matching my fisherman analogy, because in a way ultimately you're going to ultimately you date, you find people that are desirable, that are not desirable to you, and then you find people that are not interested in you, which that's okay, and then ultimately you filter one to just one person so that's the energy of the one lor. That's my take on it lor. I I I think that's how I see relationships, especially when you want to put yourself into the dating market, because I don't think you can just sit on your ass all day and then expect one girl to come. You have to put in the effort to actually go and date. That's why I mentioned in the beginning, a low value fisherman versus a high value fisherman. A high value fisherman, he goes out to the lake, to the ocean to go and catch fish, but a low value fisherman just sits on his ass all day expecting fish to come. So yeah, I hope I'm putting my analogy right lah, but that's how it means lah. Yeah.
So would you say like dating apps is one way that you can explore the market? Like, would you guys, or have you guys tried that? Especially since you guys went to NS, right?
Yeah.
So do you guys sort of put yourself in the market through dating apps?
I used to. Back in BMT, I used to. I pay the $100 yearly subscriptions. Yeah. But by test only. Then I go refund lah. I wanted to see like, okay, do I actually get more match or not? But back then during BMT, I wasn't that high value lah. I was just like a slob, sitting on my ass all day, never work out. I mean, Sam, you know lah. I damn fat lah. Yeah, I wasn't that desirable lah. But then slowly I went to OKC. I mean, the subscription part was Tinder. Then I went to OKC. Then I realized I think dating apps is just like a sort of a validation platform for guys and girls alike to like sort of like, you know, you put pretty pictures and then so many guys like your photos, and then you will see like wow, 10 people like my photo, then like wow, I feel like damn high class, and then you never actually bother to sort of pursue that relationship. I think it's more of a validation platform, and think that's why I quit. And I quit social media in general because of that. So I'm a firm believer that if you want to date and put yourself into the market, then you have to go face to face or like actually put yourself out there, out of your comfort zone, and go and explore lor. Like go parks or go a library and go and find girls or something like that. But yeah, I now social media and those dating apps are not for me anymore.
Definitely way.
Yeah. Sam, you got use, right?
Huh?
Do you use? I mean, okay. Before your relationship.
Did I use that? No, I was underage.
Huh? Wait.
I was underage.
Like how old?
Like I was 18 when I actually got.
Okay, what? Need to declare, man.
Yeah.
No. I don't. Okay. No, I've never used before. Like before that lah.
Then after?
I didn't really had plans doing so.
Oh. Adrienne, do you use?
I used it once. That's actually how I found my boyfriend, my current boyfriend now.
Oh.
But there was like a backstory to it. Because I don't believe in online dating also. Like, I don't personally feel like it's possible to find the one, but it's very hard. So the only reason why I was on that platform was because I had access to my ex's Gmail, and then there were a lot of notice of his OKC. So I was like, okay, he's already in OKC after we broke off and stuff. So like me and my other girlfriend were just like sort of trolling. We were like, do you wanna just create like an account and then, you know, just sort of see the market and see what's it like. So eventually I got tired of like sharing the app with my friends, so I just used it just for fun, see what's going on, because a lot of them, like a lot of my friends also told me that it's mostly NS guys and like dating apps and local dating apps. So they told me to be wary of it and stuff like that. But then I just made friends here and there, and then that's when like my BF was the one that um started a convo. But I still had my doubts because I don't know if it's an NS thing, but so sorry. Like, do you guys have this reputation, like those NS guys on dating apps?
Like, is a bad reputation or good reputation?
It's like a bad reputation.
Like in what examples? Like needy or horny or dirty kind of guys? Or is it just like for FWB or casual hookup only?
Yeah, those reputation.
Hmm.
FWB kind, NS guys, yeah. So I mean, I didn't want a stereotype, so I was like,
No, it's alright.
I think
I
yeah,
think it depends on if the individual, right? I don't think he would do it. I mean, I can't say for individuals, but I don't think Sam and I would want to have casual hookups and those FWB thing. But if you put guys together, be it NS or not, I think they would like sort of like troll in your terms. Yeah. I don't know. They just guys would just like to play around. But I also personally, yeah, some would do that, but I personally wouldn't join in the fun because the purpose of dating apps is to actually make dating sort of more convenient, what? But you abuse it by having all those casual hookups and like using it as a validation platform, like your secondary Instagram like that. Then I don't think that's the point. So
Kind of effed up though.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I don't think it's an NS guys issue. It's just guys in general.
Majorly, yes, this guy.
Yeah, especially those horny bastards. Which I'm not lah. Sam, you're not, right? We are pretty high value. You know what I mean? Don't waste time on all this BS, right? But now,
I
man,
remember. You remember Jones? You sang the. Nothing's gonna change, brother.
oh my gosh. Look, you want to tell Adrienne the story? I a bit too shy, and you know started it, yeah, not me, yeah. Okay, so so basically we had a female platoon sergeant from BMT and then follow us all the way to ORD, but she was in a different company lah. But I think most people had a crush on her. And she was like, I don't know whether my type or not lah, but like short, dark, a bit dark skin. Then towards the ORD parade, right? She was the MC. Then
Yeah.
Sam asked me to sing one of those 80s songs to her, like like being a simp and everything like that. Like, but it's weird though. I mean, she was pregnant. I can't believe I can't believe why you did it, yeah.
No, because like I remember in BMT you used to like you used to show like some interest like wow got PS I mean cause in BMT we don't really see, we rarely see people from the opposite sex there, and then like Jones being a low value male before he used to be like so excited like
Okay, Adrienne, you imagine like let's say a group of guys like us talking, like in a
Yeah.
group lah. Then suddenly our female PS come. Then after that I'll be like whew, like macho like that. You know Johnny Bravo, those guys
Yeah.
like bro, it's cringy. No, but she's at that point of time she taken already. What that time I saw her outside Pasir
Yeah,
Ris,
yeah.
with the boyfriends,
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
macho from
Yeah.
SCDF, right? Yeah. So I got no chance,
But I
bro.
still
No
remember.
chance. Yeah, I still remember lah. Walao, you imagine
Heartbroken,
got one no lah. Imagine got one affair with your female PS and your soldier.
Exactly.
Ikan Ina,
Exactly.
the news will be wow. They'll explode, yeah. That's the needy old me lah. Okay lah. I
Glad you
just
changed.
sorry.
Glad you changed.
Yes, I just honestly like want to explore everything lah, but I'm not so I don't prioritize dating anymore. Just prioritize myself. Yeah. Yeah. I guess do you all have any closing remarks? Would Adrienne like to start first since you're a guest?
Closing remarks. I guess just a whole takeaway from our like insightful and fun convo. Like um like one of the tips that I guess I can share to really keep a long term relationship going is, to go on a date once in a while. I think
Mm.
that's very important because it brings back the honeymoon stage of when you guys were dating. It keeps it alive, I would say,
Mm.
because sometimes relationships can be mundane, just like doing the same thing, or like just hanging out at each other's houses. But going out, spending time together outside, trying new activities, and like um, exploring what your partner likes, what your partner doesn't like. I think that's one way that you can maintain a healthy relationship. And at the same time, when you're with them, just put all your attention to them, because I don't believe in multitasking. I think that when you're with your partner, your attention shouldn't be divided.
Mm.
Yeah, if not, it will feel like you are like,
Value the
yeah, not very exactly. And I guess that's when, you don't put in much like investment in the relationship. Then in the long run, if it continues, then you will eventually lose feeling. So I think just, keeping that connection alive is very important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And the trust and the communication there lah. Have to
Yeah.
is both sides of the equation lah. Both have to have something to offer on the table. If not, then I don't think it's balanced and sustainable. Yeah. Sam, any closing remarks?
Why not you first, bro? It came up.
No, it has to be you. I last cause one thing I'm the co-host. The one I'm not even in a relationship, so I can't give any advice.
Well, other than what is mentioned, what can I think of? Yes.
Bro, you don't have
I
to be
guess.
so depressed, bro. It's a positive thing.
No, no, no. No,
You're
I'm
like
deeply thinking. I'm deeply thinking
you're
because
like on the
like,
verge of crying.
there's like, there's a lot of things that I want to say, but in one shot message, and I think you should enjoy the little things. Like no matter how small it is, you should cherish it as much as possible, and um that it's okay to uh be committed in one thing, but always remember that you should also respect yourself as well. And that what else? Actually, yeah, I think that's it for me. Yeah, just enjoy the little things.
Yeah, I think for me, I mean, I can't speak much about relationship, but I can speak about valuing yourself lah. I think
Yes.
men or women should at least improve themselves first and value themselves so that they become desirable, they become D1. Also, I actually mentioned this sentence to another close friend of mine. If you don't love yourself, how can you love others? You know what I mean?
Mm.
So
Yes.
if you're not comfortable with yourself, right, then what makes you think you're gonna be comfortable with someone else? So that's why for those single men and women out there, you should love yourself. And don't yeah, you should love yourself first. Then after you can spread the like just now, Adrienne, you mentioned, right, you love yourself first, then you can spread the love. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my notion as well lah. So
And
yeah.
if you wanna start practicing, like if you wanna like love someone, like let's say you conquered like loving yourself, I think you should. Let's say you've been distant with your family. Start showing them affection and stuff, and then that will just take place in let's say you're in a relationship, whatever you've been treating your family members, that's how you treat your spouse as well. Or yeah,
Yeah.
that
It sort of boils down lah.
Yes.
Your character not desirable. You treat your close ones like shit. Then after you, I don't think you're worthy to be in a relationship lah. It trickles down lah. Yeah. So okay. We have come to the end of the show. Adrienne, Sam, and I would like to thank you for joining us.
much.
We thank you for your valuable insights, and especially as from a female perspective.
It's my pleasure. Thank you guys for having me. It's really like an honor being invited.
The honor is ours. Yeah.
And don't forget to also check out Adrian's stuff on Spotify as well. We're gonna put a link down below in YouTube.
Yeah. Then Adrienne, do you have Instagram? Do you want to
Yes.
tell them?
My Instagram is at Adrienne on Fire. So that's where I post all of my videos, daily life, projects and stuff. Everything is up there.
Yep. And Adrienne, it's
Yeah.
Adrienne, right?
Yes.
Correct. Yeah. And not the guy spelling, right? It's Adrienne. Okay. Your name's pretty unique though. It's quite unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people have like trouble pronouncing it.
Wait, it's simply just Adrienne, right?
Yeah, it's just Adrienne. Yeah. But
how-
it will be like pronounced in many different ways.
How does other people pronounce it?
Some would say Adrienne, Adrienne, Adrienne.
What's clingy, no? Like
Adrienne.
for the and
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
we nailed it. We nailed it. Yeah, but actually, yeah, thanks to Sam for telling us about you during our NS. So we got this
Yes.
preconceived notion. Yeah. We got our Instagram as well on the channel banner, right? The channel art, the admin time podcast. Yeah. Our Spotify as well. Our Spotify links are on there. Instagram links. Samuel's YouTube channel, Sam's Instagram channel, and my LinkedIn. I use LinkedIn. I don't have social media. So yeah, all our links are on the channel banner. And okay, Adrienne as guest okay.
Yes.
At the end, right? We like to we like to
Mutual.
bottles up. Yeah, have a mutual bottles up. We do it during the army. So basically
Okay.
we just like sort of
water parade.
water parade. And then we normally like to say our quote, life is good, so live it well. But since you are the guest, would you like to say that quote before we drink?
Okay, I will. Ready, guys?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, hang on. I go open. Yeah. wait. Okay,
Bottles up.
What's up?
Alright, bottles up.
What's up? What's the
Wait.
quote again? Life is.
Okay. Oh wait, still got one more. Caps off.
Oh, caps off.
Alright,
Bottles
caps off.
up.
That's all.
This is the army
Okay.
experience, yeah. You sign
Yes,
on, Adrienne, sign on as woman soldier.
I thought of it though.
Oh, you did?
I-
Wow.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Officer. Yeah, gives you benefits as well.
that's true. Yeah, I thought of that. Wait, what do I say again? Bottles up, caps off.
And then our quote, life is good, so live it well. And then we'll
Yes.
drink.
Okay, okay, life is good, live it well.
Yeah.
Cheers. See you in the next episode.
Cheers, guys.
See you.